1860. Today's video is going to be really cool because it involves viewer participation. So this video is going to be more about you guys. You guys are going to get to have some really cool input while still remaining anonymous if you'd like to, or not, either way. So it's going to be a fun video. Check it out. Let's get started. Okay, so the basic concept of this video is basically what everybody eats first thing in the morning. Let's assume that you haven't had anything to eat in 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 hours, which you haven't. You just woke up. You've been sleeping all night long. You get up. What I'm looking for is whether you're going kayaking for the day, or whether you're going backpacking, or you're going kite surfing, or rock climbing, or whatever it is you do, before you leave in the house in the morning, what is your go-to meal? What do you eat as your normal everyday thing, that this is what I eat that gets me going? And it could be something as simple as a bagel and a cup of coffee, or 3 donuts and a Pepsi, or it could be a lot more elaborate. What makes this fun is that for people who post on this at the bottom, I mean, let's face it, somebody that watches this video maybe from Hawaii is obviously going to eat this going out surfing for the day, is going to eat something more than likely completely different from somebody who's getting ready to go canoeing or kayaking into the bayous in Louisiana, or somebody who's rock climbing in Yosemite, or dog mushing, or bear hunting or something in Alaska. And what makes this whole video really cool is right now, with everything that's going on in the world, there's so much chaos, and there's so many people that are angry with each other. And you know what, man? We are all the same. We all have 2 arms and 2 legs and 2 eyes and 2 ears. You've heard it all before. The point being is, in my world, we're all the same. The only thing that separates us is what is your adventure activity that you go out and do, and what food do you eat that enables you to get out there and do it on a regular basis. And so this is a chance for everybody to weigh in. And I love other cultures. I love to see what people do. So this is a chance to weigh in on it. If you want to attach any pictures or videos or anything at all, along with any comments, I'd love to hear them. This is a chance for everybody to see some really cool stuff. So I'm going to start it off. I'm going to show you what I eat every morning, and it's pretty much always the exact same thing for the better part. Sometimes I will change up a couple of little things, but for the better part, it's almost always the same. So I'm going to walk you through it real quick. I do this in a hurry, and it's a lot of food, but let's do it. Alright, so we should be good to go here. So I basically do 2 things in the morning. I do a green shake, or a protein shake, I sometimes call it. I bounce back and forth because, well, it's got greens in it, but it also has protein in it. And it's changed quite a bit since about 7 or 8 years ago, which was primarily milk and whey protein powder and a banana. I don't eat dairy products anymore, so I leave out the whey protein and I leave out the milk, but it still comes out really good. So let's go through the cool thing about this is that I get a gangload of nutrition, and I can throw this whole thing together in the morning in about 10 minutes. Granted, I do not have everything all spread out on the counter like this. I did this for the sake of the video, but like I said, I come out here, as long as there's nobody in the kitchen and I'm uninterrupted, I can throw it together pretty quick. So the protein shake really is like yay. I put in a banana. I take sometimes a whole orange. Today we're going to use a half an orange. And all I do, so you got a banana in there. Sometimes I'll put a banana and a half. It depends. I burn a lot of calories at work. If I'm going on a backpacking trip, obviously I'm burning a lot of calories. So we got a banana, half an orange. This is just organic baby spinach greens. No, they don't taste all nasty like you would expect. Mature spinach or kale has a pretty strong grassy flavor to it. Baby spinach does not. It tends to be more sweet, and it takes on the flavor of whatever you're putting in there. From there, this is my go-to protein powder. It's a plant-based organic protein, It's got way more stuff than you could ever possibly want to read. It's made by Purely Inspired, and I found it at one of the big box stores. It's actually pretty good stuff. Like I said, USDA organic, non-GMO. Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff in it. So, doesn't taste as good as some of the other protein powders that you get out there. If they taste really good like vanilla ice cream, chances are they've got sweeteners in them. I use a scoop and a half or a scoop and 3/4. Gives me about 20 grams of protein. Spinach is high in protein, so we'll do that also. And like I said, I don't always use oranges. Sometimes I'll use a peach or frozen berries. Always banana, always spinach, always protein powder. The orange sometimes will vary. I'm using the NutriBullet Magic Bullet. We've had it for a while. It's pretty good. Everybody plug your ears, it's loud. Alright, so for a lot of people, that right there technically can be considered a complete meal. Like I said, that's a whole banana, half an orange, big handful of greens, and a scoop and a half of protein powder. And you can also add a couple of ice cubes to it. The ice cubes basically just get chopped up with everything else and they liquefy so that you end up with a cold protein shake or green shake, whichever you prefer to call it. And there it is, right there. I've never bothered to count the calories. I'm not a calorie counter. But there it is right there, a meal. And how long did that take? We're done. So obviously, like I said, I go through a lot of food first thing in the morning. After I'm through with that, my next one is oatmeal. I use organic rolled oats. I use 2 scoops, like so. Some sort of fruit. Today it's going to be some raisins. And a little bit of frozen berries. They'll look like so. And yeah, I've already had my breakfast today. I ended up filming this video in the afternoon, so let's see, we'll run over to the stove real quick. Alright, so we didn't measure how much water I put in there. I put the water in when the oats are still cold. I dump it all in there at once. That works out really well. I know that a lot of times the instructions tell you to bring the water to a boil and then add the oats. You end up with a less creamy oatmeal and it takes longer to cook. I find that putting the oatmeal and the water together, it just comes out creamier and it cooks faster. Now, one caveat here, by putting in this raw fruit, because it was frozen, putting it in before I bring the water to a boil, I'm cooking the fruit instead of eating it raw. If I do like really nice fresh peaches or something like that, I will cut those up, set them off to the side, bring the oatmeal to a boil and cook it, and then add the fresh peaches afterwards, or if they're fresh blueberries. These are just frozen berries, so it's not as much a concern. You can thaw them out if you want, but like I said, it cuts into my 10 minutes of getting ready in the morning and being out the door if I'm going to work, or if I'm in a hurry, if I'm going peak bagging, that sort of thing. Whatever it is I'm doing. We'll set it right there. We'll let it sit for a couple of more minutes. If I'm in a big hurry and I don't have a chance to let that cool, I'll throw a couple of ice cubes in there, kind of like so. What do the ice cubes do? They cool it down so when I put it into my lunch container, my little Tupperware, BPA free. Yeah, I know glass would be better, but With the way I run around in the morning, chances are pretty good that I'd break it. Alright man, so there it is. Big thing of oatmeal, super big healthy shake, half orange, whole banana, pile of greens, plant-based protein powder, ready to go, full meal right there. Big pot of oatmeal, ready to go right there. I can take both these, run out the door. I guess the point that I'm making is there's no excuse for somebody to say, oh, well, I don't have time for breakfast in the morning, so I stop at Starbucks and I get a bagel or whatever. I mean, but if that's what you do in the morning, feel free to post it on the bottom of the video, in the comment section. I'm not going to ridicule anybody for it, but if someone's looking for a way to not have to do that anymore, you just saw me do it. It's like 10 minutes. Crazy, super healthy for you. You'll feel better for it. As I said, I'm really excited to hopefully people from wherever will post some cool stuff on there. I'd be really interested to see what different parts of the United States or wherever, anybody that might pick this video up and watch it and go, hey, wow, I eat this. I would love to see it, whether it's ham and grits or if it's you know, papaya and pickled sardines or, you know, whatever it is you eat. I really would love to see it, so feel free to post below, attach any pictures or links to videos that you may have. We can all share, we can all learn and see what different people from different parts of the United States and beyond eat for their power breakfast before they go out for their morning adventure. So I hope you guys like this. I'm looking forward to seeing some comments in the comment box, and as always, we will see you guys on the trail. Thank you for watching Art's Backpacking 360.